The signs of the end of time were part of the religion to understand. Now we're living in a particularly difficult time in many areas of the Muslim world, and if people aren't aware of the difficulties and the tribulations that come with being in the world, sometimes this can affect their iman. So it's very important that we keep in our understanding, we keep this in mind and not forget this. The Prophet ﷺ said that there would be great difficulties. One of the things that he said, Inna hadi ummah, or ummati ummatum marhuma. My ummah is a ummah, it's a community that has the mercy of God on it. It's a marhuma. And then he said, Ju'ila adabuha fi dunyaha. The difficulties of this ummah, the chastisement of this ummah is in this world. Al-fitan, wal-balaya, wal-zalazil. Social strife, tribulations, calamities, and earthquakes. I mean, it's very interesting that when you hear about earthquakes generally in the Muslim world, our earthquakes are huge earthquakes. And they cause, a lot of people die in Muslim earthquakes. If you look at, like here they have an earthquake and 2 people die. Seriously, we have earthquakes here, 2 people die. You have an earthquake in the Muslim world, and you're looking at literally unbelievable numbers sometimes. There's a divine aspect to this, that these are shuhada. Allah is taking them as shuhada because the one who dies having his house fall on him, according to the hadith, is shaheed. So we have a different worldview, and we have to incorporate this worldview constantly in how we view things. That we believe that we live in a benevolent universe. We believe in Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. All of the Quranic surahs begin with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And so we believe that Allah is Rahmah, and that He sent His Prophet as a Rahmah. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We sent you as a mercy to all the world. We believe He was a mercy to the Christians. He was a mercy to the Jews. He was a mercy to the trees and the things. So the Prophet ﷺ, when he said this, that there would be tribulations, and he mentioned these earthquakes, we have major earthquakes, we have major calamities in Syria right now. You look at what's happening in Syria, and I want to remind the Syrians, because every Syrian I meet now, they say to me, why isn't anybody doing anything? This is fard. Muslims have to do something. And they're 100% right. But I want to say to my Syrian brothers and sisters, welcome to a well-established club. You have membership in a club that has other members, and they have made the same claims and the same observances. You're in the club of the Darfurians. You're in the club of the Palestinians. You're in the club of the Kashmiris. You're in the club of the Chechenians. You're in the club of the Iraqis. Really, we have tribulations in many of these places, and people have been ignoring these things. This is why we get more and more tribulations. Because we ignore these existing things and more come. We live in a world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised us that unless we are directed towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will do everything to redirect us. If we're not directed towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will redirect us towards Himself. Because this is why we were created. We were not created for 401k plans. You were not created for 56-inch television sets with Netflix to watch movies until you drop dead. You were not created, I'm serious, you were not created to play solitaire on your computer. That's not the purpose of all of this technology. You were created to know your Lord. You were created to study. You were created to delve deeply into the meaning of your very existence in whatever capacity you have, because different peoples have different capacities. So the Prophet ﷺ told us that there will be tribulations, and we should be aware